Welcome back to $2 Garage. Today we have an interesting video. In today's video, we have a Dodge Daytona, which is just another offshoot of the K car. But this one's a little special because there's a name on it. Shelby. Now, if you know anything about Chrysler or the brand or American brands, you probably know who Lee Iacocca is. He was an executive, he bounced around, he worked at Ford. And what happened was he ended up saving Chrysler in the late 70s, early 80s. He took a, well, in today's terms, a relatively small government bailout and actually paid it off, turned the company around, replaced the previous rear-wheel drive platforms like the previous video before, and the many K-car offshoots. Now, this was the sports car, this was the Daytona. It was largely based on K-car parts. And what makes this one special is they got a guy named Shelby to make fast ones for Chrysler. Famously the Omni GLH and the GLHS, which is basically, think of it as a Golf with a massive fucking turbo on it. And Shelby had his fun, and he was really good at marketing. Actually, Shelby said his favorite era of cars to make were the front-wheel drive cars. Now this one is a Shelby Z. Underneath the hood, well, if there was a hood, is a 2.2 liter turbo, and I think the turbo's still there. That is a Garrett T3, which actually that would bolt right onto the XR4 Ti. It is the 2.2 liter turbo. If you have a Chrysler from this era or owned one or know of one, you know about the 2.2. They made them forever. Of course, we have a slopey 80s coupe design. It says Shelby on the side. Fortunately, someone broke the glass like an idiot. We have a nice sporting wing back here. And we have relatively intact interior. You will notice that someone took the Shelby badging, which is what I came over here for. Now, this is coming out of the Malaise era. It weighs about 2,800 pounds. It looks sporty and makes about 200 foot-pounds of torque and can do 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, which is honestly it's not horrible for the time. And of course, within limits of the tools of the time, Shelby was doing what modern Mopar has been doing for the past 20 years, which is sniffing cocaine, drinking Red Bull, and injecting Monster Energy into their veins while they talk about how a minivan needs 900 horsepower. Because America, fuck yeah. Now, Mopar's always been like that to some extent, and this Shelby proves it. Now, obviously, there are limitations of the era, and of course, at that time, normal Chrysler cars were actually making money, instead of, Mopars being their entire brand. Now, these are the ugly ducklings of the Shelby world because, well, it's not a big fire-breathing V8 Mustang, so that means it's not good enough, and that's quite understandable coming, I'd rather have one of those. But I like these. They're fun. They're basically fun little hatchbacks, or of that tier of fun. And I think they deserve to be mentioned and remembered. And this one will probably get crushed soon, but hey, at least somebody saw it. So, this is $2 Garage. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. Have a nice day.